Hi guys, Michael Glockner for video number 15. This is my life with HIV/AIDS, but of course these videos do not have to have, you don't have to have HIV or AIDS. They're here to help everybody with all kinds of diseases and any other issues in one's life. So just catching up here. We're going to try some new things today. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I need to show you some pictures off my iPad thing, so I don't know if the glare is going to play a part, but we'll see. Okay, so a few weeks ago I had a doctor's appointment, and it was probably one of the best personal doctor appointments I've had, and I'll explain. I've been seeing this doctor now for quite some time. He's my primary HIV internal specialist. Specialist for disease, and he has never acknowledged me getting better in the way he did this last time. He knew me when I went to him. I was really bad. I couldn't walk. I used a cane, a walker, and most of the time I had to be in a mobility scooter. So he knew me when I was really down and out and I looked horrible. So he's seen the progress in me. And I'm going to go ahead and show you about the time I had met him. And hopefully, I know there's going to be some glare, but there I am in one of my mobility scooters. And I was miserable at that time. Here's me. I fell in the bedroom, busted my elbow, and messed up my leg, obviously, in the hospital. I was falling constantly because of my disease and the myelopathy in my back. This is in Lake Arrowhead with Rona and Roxy. Dana Point Harbor. I really couldn't walk anywhere, folks. This is me and Roxy in Laguna Beach. That's in my portable mobility scooter. That's a good picture though, but you can see how much weight I had gained. And when I look at my shoes, I couldn't wear any kind of tie shoes. That's Roxy and me, of course. There I am, and when I look at these pictures, it's kind of sad because I was really trying to hide the pain and try to be strong. And this is how I really felt. I know it's kind of nasty, but I hate it how I felt, and I hate it being in a wheelchair. All right, so that was the last time. I mean, that's when my doctor really knew me, and he took away my driver's license at the time, told me that I wasn't able to drive, and I agreed. I agreed because I was blowing through signals. I couldn't. My response time, my skills, just I don't know. I would actually want to apply the brake, but I couldn't because I couldn't feel the brake pedal with my foot the right way, or I'd give it too much brake on the car. I would drive in the slow lane. People would honk at me because I was scared to death to be driving. And so when he said he needs to take away my driver's license, I didn't fight it at the time. I totally agreed, and I went to the DMV and surrendered my license. So going back to when he saw me, I was usually when someone goes to the doctor, you kind of make sure you take a shower because you don't know what areas of the body they're going to check. And with me, they check everywhere. So I cleaned myself up, fixed my hair, and I did look good. And I felt really fantastic that morning. So he just said, he walked in the office, saw me sitting there on the bench, and he walked over to me and he says, "I can't believe how good you look." And he put my chart down, And he came over to me and gave me a hug. And that was a very proud moment because I've worked so hard to get to this point, that here's a guy that doesn't want to know what I was doing, but he can't hold back anymore. He can't not say anything. It's so obvious. So he wanted to know what I was doing. And and I told him a couple things, but I said, I can't tell you everything because we don't have enough time, and I don't want to give him all my secrets, but that really wasn't the issue. But I've been rejected so much from certain doctors, and I didn't want to hear anything negative from him, and I wouldn't allow myself to set myself up. But he was very proud, and he said to me, I'm very, very proud of you. I've never had a patient turn themselves around the way you have. And his words were, you were on your way out. And I said, I know. And he said, most of the patients I have a problem with, because most of my patients want all the meds that I can subscribe. They want all the pain meds. They want the medical marijuana. They want this. They want that. And he says they want to be a patient for life. You're the first patient that I've had that never wanted to be a patient for life. And he recognized that. And again, it was quite honoring to see him. And he got emotional. And he showed me my lab results. And my lab results were absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm still undetectable, which is amazing at my age. My T cells are in the high 600s, which is also amazing for my age, because I'm 61 now. So at 61, my T cells would drop normally as you age. So everything was so good. Cholesterol, LDL, triglycerides, everything was perfect. My glucose, everything was absolutely in line. And he says, my gosh, you're like a 22-year-old on paper. And he said, this is unbelievable. So, make a long story short, I left and was just thrilled that he finally, after all these years, after 5 years of seeing this doctor, acknowledged that I actually did it. And I'm doing stuff that he can't believe and he hasn't seen before. So it was really, really cool. Okay. Enough on that part. But as I drove home, I kept thinking, well, maybe I should treat myself with a banana split or something. But of course I didn't. I came home and had a Greek yogurt and I ate an avocado with no salt. Okay, that's my lunch every single day. So it's still nutrition. I can't express that enough. I've over the last couple of weeks, I have a dear friend of mine, one of my best friends in the whole world, get a disease, and of course I'm not going to share this person's name for his privacy, but I'm helping him, and hopefully it will work. I'm doing everything possible. But you have to remember, everyone, please remember, take your health and kind of parallel with a car. Put it side by side with a car or a motorcycle. It's easier to do that way. Sorry, I just got to get more comfortable. My butt was falling asleep. So anyway, your car needs fuel. Your body needs fuel. You put in good quality gasoline in your car if you can. Sometimes you put in the cheap shit because you don't care. And that's what humans do too. Humans, our fuel that we put in our body is what we drink and what we eat. That is the fuel that feeds us. And puts the nutrition in our bodies. If we put bad stuff in our body, things will eventually happen. If we put good, healthy, quality stuff in our body, we'll have less issues as we age and get older. Exactly like a car. If you buy a car and you do nothing, and you don't maintenance it, and you don't take care of it, and you don't rotate the tires, and you don't change the oil, and you don't change the filters, keep in mind the filter is the liver, okay? And the blood is the oil. So if you don't do certain things on a car, it will eventually break. The same thing with the human body. And granted, I didn't start taking, I take that back. I started taking care of myself in the 70s when I was racing motorcycles. I knew the importance of health. It wasn't grounded into me back then the way it is now, of course. Now it's to keep alive. Back then it was to be a better motorcycle racer. But I knew the importance of health and protein shakes and keeping your body nourished. But if we all were taught as young kids like we should be in school, it should be grounded in our heads about nutrition. It should be grounded in our heads about a lot of things in life to keep the human body healthy, but it's not. So what happens is, as we get older in life, we'll get a brand new car or an object, a motorcycle or a boat or an RV. We take care of those items better than we take care of ourselves. We do. We'll go buy, okay, I'm guilty as anybody else, so I'm not talking bad. I'm just talking real truth, what's really real out there in the world. I mean, you know, everyone knows I'm associated with Ducati, and I have been for a while. Motorcycle shop, not with Ducati factory. So, but you buy a new motorcycle, and you bring it home, and then you ride it, and you're thrilled to death, and you can't wait to get it home to clean it, to fine tune it, to make sure everything's tight on it, and then you go in the refrigerator and you grab a beer and you sit down and you stare at it and you drink your beer, and then maybe you drink another beer, and then you drink another beer, and it's part of human nature to want to celebrate what you just achieved by being able to buy a bike like a Ducati. But at the same time, you're putting poison in your body, and yet you are taking care of your motorcycle better than yourself. That's a fact. It happens with cars, it happens with everything. We're not geared to take care of ourselves until something fucking happens. And then when something happens, then we react. We're not proactive. Being proactive active is where we should be, but it's just not the case. And it's no one's fault but our society. So, you know, from time to time I've done, this is the 15th video, and you'll hear me talk about doctors, and it's not about them personally. It's about our society. Our society rears us completely wrong in the way we should view our lives and the earth and our human bodies. It's wrong. You know damn well how much I love my two dogs, Rona and Roxy. They are my life. But the way I take care of them is amazing. I take care of my dogs better than humans take care of themselves. And that goes true with a lot of people. A lot of people take care of their pets and their dogs better than themselves. It's just a fact. We do. Why is it that we do not take care of us until something bad happens? And then when that something bad happens, then all of a sudden we're up on the program. We are doing everything possible, which is great, but it's our society's fault, the way that we are brought up. And if I was able to have my two girls all over again, and what I know now, I would have raised them completely different. We weren't horrible, but I didn't have the education that I have now. And they are pretty good. I mean, they're troopers about what they eat and about what they put in their mouths. And then they see me as an example. And I know they do. And that keeps me proud because they are aware. And I've actually learned a lot from my kids because I watch what they do. I just wished there's my researcher friend. His name's Arthur, and I talk to him a lot, and he's helped me a great deal in Canada. And I've always said to him, if I only would have known what I know now when I was younger, oh my gosh, what a difference my life would have been and how it would have ended up. But it didn't, and you have to live in the now. The past is the past, you can't go back. But it does make me think about a lot of things. My parents tried their best to make us eat good, but no one knew about nutrition the way people know now. We know the foods that are grown out there, especially in the United States, are just not good for you. 90% of the stuff in a regular grocery store is fucking crap, and you know it, but you buy it anyway, don't you? You buy it because it's easy and convenient. You don't look at the labels, you don't look at the sodium levels, you don't look because you already know. And you just think, well, everyone else is doing it. What the heck? I'm fine right now, so I'll just buy it. See, that's just the wrong attitude to take. But anyway, we just got to take care of ourselves better. At least as good as our cars and our animals. We have to put you, number one, you have to put your life first. And always remember and just know whatever you put in your mouth, it has consequences, whether it's good, bad, or maybe it doesn't affect anything. But it's up to you. It's your fucking responsibility. And I hate to cuss like this, but I'm trying to get it through to everybody's head. It's only your responsibility to take care of you. It's nobody else's. The doctors get a hold of you when something's wrong, but a lot of the things shouldn't have been wrong in the first place if you would have taken care of yourself the right way. So it's your responsibility, and never, ever forget that. All right, we're going to leave on a couple more pictures. I'm going to try to fit them in this screen. Let's go back to, let's do this one. I don't know how old I was, but this is me and my mom. I couldn't have been that young or that old. It probably 50. Look at my mom's hair. That's definitely in the late 50s. And if I remember right now, I know. I think I'm 3.5 or right around there because my brother was ready to pop out of my mom's stomach. And I can tell my mom was probably pregnant there with my brother Tom. And then, just on my last birthday, my sister surprised me with this picture, and I absolutely love it. Oh shoot, we're gonna get some glare, but we'll try. That's our dog Bootsy. That's me, my sister in the middle, and then my brother Tommy. And I'm on my first motorcycle, a Suzuki 80, little two-stroke, 1964 model. Awesome, awesome picture. I just love this. And then the last picture. This was on my Honda 100. And I had won first place at Baymare Racetrack in Simi Valley, California. And that was a Honda 100 with Kernet shocks in the rear. And for you old timers will know what Kernet was. They were red shocks, red springs. You can't see it because my leg's there. I believe, I'm almost positive I was 14. Look at that geeky haircut. Anyway. All right, guys. I love you. Peace. Chill. Till next time, take care of yourselves, okay? Everything you put in your mouth please know the consequences of it, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.